Hello, ladies. Want to talk to you again about. Um, uh, I want to talk to you about dating advice. Um, I was married for 20 years and got a divorce, and I've been divorced. I think 8 or 9 years. I don't even keep up count. But and since I've been divorced, I have dated several men, and two of them I've almost married. We've almost gotten married. I even went to counseling with one of them. But what I wanted to talk to you ladies about, I'm in a spot right now where I'm comfortable with myself. I don't really need a man. In the beginning, I thought I needed one and everything. I have two wonderful children. My daughter has since gotten married about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and my son has a wonderful girlfriend that, you know, hopefully he'll ask her to marry. But anyway, um, but yeah, I been married for 20 years, and those two wonderful children came out of that marriage. And I realized that after my divorce, I realized that it was time to work on me, which most people do kind of come to that conclusion. Some come to it before then, but I wanted to work on me. And the relationships that I had since the divorce, they were great and everything, but I was discovering that there was something that was missing. I mean, there was something that was missing. It seemed like I was always having to help them to discover who they were and to realize who they were. And I'm 53 years old, and I'm so beyond that. I mean, it's okay if you want to do that, but I'm beyond that. I'm I'm at this point where I don't really want to work with a man. I don't really want to show him. I don't want to encourage him. I don't want to show him different things or and all of that is what a wife is supposed to do. All that is, I guess, what a girlfriend is supposed to do. But right now I'm just kind of selfish. I'm just kind of selfish. And because I know I'm that way, I'm not really trying to get a man, because why get a man and not want to do the things that a girlfriend would do or a wife would do for a man. I am I'm cool with whoever wants to do it, but I'm just not really ready to do it. And so, and I came to this conclusion because of different ones that I've dated and different things I've had to go through with them. And, I've had to encourage them and, like, come on, you can do it, you can do it, and I'm just not ready for that. So, right now, I've just got my bachelor's degree in business management, and I'm working on my master's degree, my MBA, with a concentration in marketing. So I'm working on me. I'm working on getting myself together career wise, and then I'm working on my headspace. Um, I created this, I have a website, I have a company called Being Wise in Relationships. And you can go to Being Wise in Relationship, and there are quotes and videos and things of that nature on there. But this right here, it says, I can only hear what I see. And you can see my name right there. That's my married name, but my maiden name is Schumann. But anyway, it says on here, I can only hear what I see. Now that's kind of self explanatory, but if it isn't, let me explain it to you. A person can speak a lot of things, but what is their life like? What do they really do um, to bring what they speak out of their mouth to pass? Um, I just have seen so many people, not necessarily in a loving relationship, but just some of my friends and stuff. What is it that you? I used to have a friend that used to always talk about how she was just go do this with her husband, and she, her husband was kind of taking her for granted, and she was kind of saying, oh, I'm gonna leave him, and oh baby, I'm gonna do this, and oh baby, she was telling him all of that. And over the years, I've heard her say that so much that even I, as her friend, didn't believe that she was ever going to do it. So it's about what you say and then what you do, and then in between is where people will believe you or not believe you. I also have I have a pillow that says the same thing, and it has at the bottom here my name. I should have put it up a little closer, but anyway, I have this as well. Um, I'm also writing a book. Um, the book is called. Wait a minute, I just made the name up, so that's why I'm kind of fuzzy about it. But it's called about. It says she's nice, a Christian, and cheating. It's not a novel. It's a real book. It's a self-help book, and it's talking about and I am kind of a myth buster. I When people say things to me and it don't sit right with me, I aim to go out and research and see if that's true. Like they say, there's a shortage of men. That don't make sense to me. Me being a Christian, that just don't make sense to me. There's a shortage of men. I've even heard people say there as much as um, 14 women. I live in Georgia. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. They say as many as 14 women for every man. 14 women for every man. That don't sound right to me. It doesn't physically sound right, and it doesn't spiritually sound right. And most of the time I hear these statistics for men, and then the women are supporting these guys. I've had women that say, I've told a woman before, I said, there's no shortage of men. Yeah, but, there's some gay ones, and there's some that's in jail. And okay, we kind of got that. We kind of got that, but there's no shortage of men. If you want a man, there's plenty of them out there for you to get if you want one. And you don't have to drop your standards. This man will do whatever he has to do to keep you. And the problem is that so many of us women are willing to lower our standards or adapt our ways to his ways, or try to fix him, try to mold him into what you feel like he should be or what a man should be. I'm at the point in my life, I'm not really willing to work with any of them. I mean, if you don't come, I mean, of course, there's some things I would have to compromise on. There's some things I may have to, work with him on, and he would have to work with me on. But as far as teaching a man how to treat me, or he don't have enough money to pay his bills, or he doesn't have a car, or, I mean, those type things, or he kind of short with me when he's talking to me, or I'm just not willing to do that. And because I'm not willing to do that, I'm not putting a guy in that space. I'm not trying to trick anybody, trap anybody, or anything. I'm telling him up front, look, baby, me and you can go out, but it won't be. I'm not trying to get in a committed relationship with you, nor and they probably aren't either. Most men are, not really looking for a relationship, per se. Um, but I let you know right up front, I'll probably be dating somebody else. I may or may not be able to answer your calls. I mean, in other words, when Steve Harvey said something, he wrote that book about think like a man, but think like a man, act like a woman. Y'all know the book. It's so true. Just think like a man would think. If you've ever wondered why a man hadn't called you, it's probably because he's doing something else. He's probably doing something else. And no matter what he tells you, um, you know, you can only hear what you see. I mean, if he's telling you he's been working late, but yet and still he's short on funds, something not right with that picture. Or if he's telling you, um, baby, I love you and I want to see you and everything, but every time you turn around, he's got an excuse on why y'all can't get together. Because he's trying to keep you in a place while he do what he wants to do, but he wants to keep you where you are. So, and women, let's not fool ourselves. We've done that before too. I mean, we've had men that we really liked. We really liked what they were doing, but yet and still we wanted to kind of go out, a little bit and do something else, whether it's with another man, whether it's with a girlfriend or whatever it was. We've kind of keep men in a place as well. So when a man is showing you these things, just believe him. Like Maya Angelou said, when a person show you who they are, believe them because they know themselves better than we do. So when you are out and trying to, when you're out dating, just make sure you get what you want. Don't settle. I mean, trust yourself. Trust yourself to know that you know what you want. And even if you haven't gotten it all figured out, don't settle for somebody that and then say, "Well, I'll work with them." No, that's not gonna work. You need to find somebody that you're willing to work with first of all, and that they and see. I was getting ready to say something that I don't even like. Potential. What is potential? First of all, I'm 53 years old. I ain't got time for potential. I mean, I'm going to date somebody that's in my age group. So, what is the potential? What are you working on, man? I mean, half your life has already gone by. What are you working on? I mean, and I understand, we're constantly growing. I understand that. But, this potential thing, you're dating a guy because he got potential? What what does that mean? I mean, he's got potential to what? To love you, to take care of you, to be the man that you want him to be. We don't have time for that. I mean, I don't have time for that. I want a man that's already. He's about 99% of what I want. And if he's not willing to do whatever it is that makes me happy, and I'm not willing to do whatever to make him happy, cool. We'll just be friends, or we'll go on our separate ways, or whatever we have to do. But as far as molding him and making him, and he's got potential, I don't have time for that. So when you're out there and you're dating, and the guy may be good looking, I've had some good looking guys. I've had some good looking guys. Crazy, but good looking. But he may be good looking. He may be driving nice. He may even have a nice um, car, house, whatever. But if he's not doing what he needs to do, if you're feeling a little bit of, why does he do that? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. But he cute, girl. He got a Maserati. He got a Mercedes. He got a nice house. What does all that mean? Because even when you get married to him, you're going to be lonely and you're going to have he's probably full of himself because of what he has. And he's not going to be fulfilling your needs. So trust yourself. Trust yourself to get what you want. And trust yourself to know what you want out of a relationship before you give up so much of yourself and 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 give up so much of yourself to make him into what he needs to be. He needs to already be where he needs to be. You need to already be where you need to be, and you all boom bring that together and make magic. But until then, just keep dating. Talk to you guys later.